Well, kia ora whanau, Matt Tukaki here, the very proud chair of the National Maori Authority, Ngāngaru, and I'm here to talk to you in this live sort of online event around the elephant in the room, suicide prevention, and what more each one of us can do right now and in the coming days, weeks, months and years ahead to ensure that more of our people live long, healthy and productive lives. So today I'm launching 3 really important initiatives because I'm not going to wait for the government to act. I'm not going to wait for the traditional old mental health service providers to try and convince everybody that they have the solution to the problem when quite clearly all of them have been plying their trade for a very long time, and yet we come up with the same result. So let's try something different, and let's try something where the community and each one of you, whether you be non-Māori or Māori, can get involved. So today I'm launching a new national initiative called How to Have a Conversation. And it is all going to be online from the 25th of September. It's going to have 3 important points to it. The first is going to be focused on tools and resources that both somebody who is going through a struggle and somebody who is a mate of theirs or a brother or whānau or what have you can recognise the signs that they might be in trouble. Now, why is that important? Because that doesn't focus so much on the mental health side of things, it focuses on a lot of the precursors. See, if we're going to be on the business of prevention, we need to address the challenges that people go through, I call the daily struggle of life. So what is the daily struggle of life all about? It's about not having enough money to put kai on the table, the loss of a job, homelessness and the risk of it, relationship challenges and breakdowns, all of these sorts of things, drought on the land when it comes to our farmers, or even the price of milk powder and milk solid. So you've got all of these different challenges from individuals and then groups of people about the daily struggle of life. So what do we need to do to understand better what's going on in somebody's life and recognise the challenges that they might have, and how do we respond? You know, how do we empower people to want to talk versus the very need for all of us to listen without judgment about what might be going on in their life? So that's the first big thing that's going to be launched from the 25th of September, a new national online resource around how to have a conversation. And we've been working on that for some time, I might add. The second thing I'm going to be launching is a new series of health promotion initiatives and campaigns, particularly focused on Māori males, about where they meet and not build something in the hope that people will come to it. You know, our people, we have a bad history of going to the GP and seeking help. We have a very light history of seeking out counselling and psychotherapy support. But what we will do is we'll have a conversation with a mate or a brother or a whānau member or even someone random like the hairdresser or the barber before we go to these services. So instead of going to something that's been pre-built without really anyone's involvement in designing it, other than the professionals, let's have a conversation about where men meet and gather. They're at our clubs, our pubs, our sporting grounds and venues. So these are going to be health promotion campaigns designed to talk and listen. So that's all going to be launched, and you might see a couple of snippets on this in our social media feeds in the coming minutes or even hours. The third big thing that we're going to be launching is a new national network built around the concept of whakawhanaungatanga. It's a very simple concept where we gather in our communities, led by communities, facilitated by communities, where the outcomes can be jointly owned and shared with communities. And so that's very much all about how to have a conversation here around a circle, about talking about what might be going on in our lives and where we come from and where we're at, and having the ability for people in that circle to facilitate and understand where we might be able to generate support, not only next week or a month's time, but right here in the immediate when people are undergoing their challenges. So a new national network built around the concept of whakawhanaungatanga, built around the concept of getting to know each other, something that all of us have been doing for a very long time. And it's going to be owned by communities. All we'll do is provide you with the basic concepts and tools to get started. For example, having relationships with local government who can provide you with a library venue or a sporting club venue or something like that. This is all just about having a conversation. So this new initiative addresses the elephant in the room and what more each one of us can do every single day to address it. This is not the whole package of solutions obviously needed, but I feel that it's not just waiting for government to act. It's not just about trying the old tired business models. This is about disrupting convention and identifying new ways and means to solve the very problem of people thinking they're a burden on themselves, on whānau and the community. So that's my message to all of you as Chair of the National Maori Authority. 25th of September is when it's all going to be launched. There's a sneak peek at the front end of this video. So please share, please register your interest. And whānau, let's take ownership of this. This is not a Māori issue. This is not just a non-Māori issue. This is an all New Zealander challenge. And I challenge all of you to do as much as we can do together to bring our people back from the brink of making the ultimate decision where they will be forever lost to us. My message to the government and my message to mental health service providers is it's not all about you. It's never been about you. It's been about all of us as a community, as whānau, as New Zealanders, as Māori, as non-Māori. It's about the people. And what's that old saying? What is the most important thing? He tangata, he tangata, he tangata. It is the people, it is the people, it is the people. Ka kite.